What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video on the Tom Dark channel. I'm your host, Tom Dark, and today I'm going to be your school teacher, I'm going to be your school instructor, and we're going to be talking about drugs. This is going to be DARE class, okay? And particularly the most dangerous class of drug, driving. I don't think that a lot of people realize this, and I mean, who could blame them considering how often we drive every day, but driving can be like an insanely dangerous thing. In fact, it basically is dangerous anytime you step into, a car. It's probably the most dangerous thing you'll do in your entire life, all things considered. I mean, driving a car statistically is more dangerous than being in an airplane in terms of like crash rate, in terms of like the damage that could potentially happen to you as a result of, something going wrong. I mean, car crashes are just horrific. And I think that a lot of younger people maybe in the audience may not realize how, serious this is. But I mean, if you think about it, anytime you're driving a car, anytime you're in a car, you're basically driving a death machine, because when that thing gets above, 30, 40 miles per hour, anytime you hit someone, it could be the end of their life. It could be, a seriously game-changing thing for them, and it will also be a game-changing thing for you because you'll probably go to jail for manslaughter. And in this case, we have an interesting video from, I think she's a high school girl, and apparently she was drunk driving, she was intoxicated while driving, and she ended up killing 2 people. And this video has recently come out of her. I believe she's in a hospital after being checked up, and she's basically being told by this officer that she's going to go to jail, and she's not going to school, and, her life is f***ed up. And either she's in shock, or she's just a complete piece of shit. Maybe some combination of both of those, because what she's saying is totally insane and does not make any sense. So the caption of this is, "You killed 2 people while drunk driving. Okay, but when can I get my car?" And we're going to take a look at this right now and just watch it.
Oh, hey, you never answered me about my car. And I have school tomorrow, so how do I get my car for tomorrow?
Well, your car is totaled.
Well, your car is totaled. And she does not even, like, she says, "It's what?" Does she just not know what that means? It's totaled? Does it not register in her head, like, that it's completely, like, trashed? Maybe she doesn't even, like, really remember the crash. I don't even know what's going on here. There seems to be some kind of, like, blunt trauma, because the responses she gives are so fucking insane.
It's what?
Your car is totaled.
Totaled? Cold?
Totaled, wrecked.
Okay, so how do I get it to your school?
You don't.
So, I don't go to school tomorrow, is what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. You want me to be honest with you? You're going to jail. You don't have a bond. You killed 2 people tonight. I don't think you understand that. You do not have a bond. You are not getting
Look on her face. She's not even like,
your car
is she even frowning? Does it even register to her? She looks like she's just like starry-eyed, like looking at him like he's some kind of alien, like explaining to her how, life forms exist on other planets and just got to Earth. And she's like, okay, well, that's cool, but how do I like eat popcorn right now? Like, is there like a vending machine or something? Like, when are you going to take me to get Burger King? It's just a totally perplexing video to see her reaction to the fact that she ended 2 people's lives, which is just horrific. And this is, listen guys, this is the lesson for today. If you take your eyes off the road for 1 second, then you can end people's lives. If you are going too fast and you come around a wrong corner and there's some people there, you end people's lives. And if there's pedestrians in the street, if there's another car that you end up hitting, it's pretty much always your fault in the eyes of the law. And I say this as someone who, in my past, I was arrested for, I guess not reckless driving, but I was arrested for going too fast. I was going 60 into 25. And it's one of my greater regrets in life because, obviously nobody got hurt in that situation because I didn't end up going to jail. But this is one of the situations where when I think back on it, they could have ended very badly for someone in that situation, It could have ended badly for me. It could have ended badly for the passenger that was in the car with me or anyone who happened to be in the road at that unfortunate moment. All it takes is one trip of drunk driving. Some people swear by drunk driving. They're like, you know what? I'm a little tipsy. I'm a few drinks in. I probably shouldn't drive, but I made it last time, so I'm going to do it. And it just takes that one unfortunate situation where you're driving and you're a little more impaired than usual, or you're not paying attention, or you look away from the road for 1 second to, cause someone to fucking die and have their life over, have their entire family grieve. I didn't expect this video to get this dark, I guess. I just, I don't know. I do think about this stuff a lot as of late, like mortality and just how much responsibility you hold during certain things. And driving is definitely one of those things that we all have the privilege of. And obviously, people do, tell you the seriousness of it and the drunk driving ads in school, which are a little corny, but I think it's really important to take into account the fact that you hold a lot of responsibility when driving. You can seriously affect someone's life in a major way. You can completely ruin someone's entire trajectory that they're on. And it's something that I think a lot of people just don't take into consideration. And apparently this girl didn't, because she drunk drove and killed 2 people. And those people will never have their lives back. Their families will never have their lives back. However old they were, it's just over.
It's property of East Peoria Police Department because it's a crime scene. It killed 2 people tonight. You are clueless with that, clearly. I've already explained this to you. You're going to jail for reckless homicide tonight. You're going to jail for aggravated DUI for killing 2 people. That's what's going on. So no, you're not going to school tomorrow.
And the thing is, she's nodding. I feel like she's not really listening to him. And a lot of people are shitting on her for this, being like, she's a fucking dumb, she's a terrible person. And I'm tempted to say that, don't get me wrong. But to me, it seems like it's not even registering to her what is going on. And, you know, obviously, regardless, like, of her reaction, what she did was terrible. It was awful. You know, she probably didn't intend to do that. But regardless, the consequences of her actions are self-evident. But regardless of that, I feel like her reaction here just doesn't line up at all. Like, she's not understanding what's going on.
You're not getting your car out of impound.
Can I get a Tuesday in my night class?
Did you just hear what I just told you?
You said I'm not going tomorrow. I'm talking about Tuesday.
Did you hear when I said
You
that
said I'm going to jail tomorrow.
You're going to jail right when we're down here?
Yes.
Did you understand what I told that you killed 2 people tonight?
Yeah, so I'm just wondering when I can go to school.
Okay, we're done.
So at this point, I'm kind of coming out of the shock theory, and I'm more of the opinion that, well, perhaps she's just, like, not understanding the consequences of her actions and the fact that if you're reckless on the road, it can end your life. And there's her mugshot right there. She seems to be smiling even in it. She seems to be, like, unaffected, almost proud of what happened, which is definitely, you know, not a good look, so to speak. This mugshot aged like milk. She's gonna get hashtag canceled. Peoria area woman receives 14-year prison sentence for fatal DUI crash. Maybe I should just look up. Geez, 14 years. Yeah, I mean, that's probably, you know, what needs to happen. How do I say Peoria? I feel like I know how to say this. Peoria County, Illinois. Peoria, oh, it's a city in central Illinois, set on the Illinois River, the Peoria. How do I say it out loud?
The fancy-looking building that you see as I turn the corner ahead is the Peoria Riverfront Museum.
Peoria. Okay, Peoria. And here I managed to find the article that they were showing on screen there in that TikTok from Yahoo. It says, Peoria area woman receives 14-year prison sentence for fatal DUI crash. Stephanie Melgoza of Farmington was sentenced to 14 years in prison Thursday, April 27th, 2023 at the Tazewell County Courthouse. And there it seems to be definitely setting in based on her reaction. She's not happy about it anymore. A 10th Circuit Court judge has sentenced a Farmington woman who pled guilty to killing 2 pedestrians while driving drunk last April to 14 years in prison. So it wasn't even a vehicular crash. It wasn't like she crashed into a car. She crashed into 2 people who were like walking. Our system is based on punishment and rehab, said Judge Tim Cusack on Thursday as he sentenced Stephanie Melgoza, 24, on 2 counts of aggravated DUI and 2 counts of aggravated reckless driving. I have to balance those two. What is the appropriate punishment in order to deter other people, and what is the rehabilitative quality of the person that's being sentenced? And here she actually did express some deep remorse about it, which obviously she was not showing in this viral video that, you know, blew up of her. You know, here, I mean, she's totally nonchalant about it. She doesn't seem to even understand it. She's like, when can I go to my night classes or whatever, you know? She's like, okay, I know I killed 2 people, but when can I go to school? And, you know, it seems to have really set in here. It looks like this article is from May 2nd, so I assume she was sentenced, you know, just before that. I'm so sorry for everything, and I will never, ever commit anything like that again, she said. I have not drank since that day. I do not plan on drinking ever again. I want to try to do something positive to make a difference, speak out about this, and warn others about the dangers that come with drinking. Melgoza faced up to 28 years in prison for the charges. During impact statements from friends and family of the victims, Sherry Hutchinson asked Cusack to hand down the maximum penalty. There are no words that can even remotely come close to inflicting pain and suffering on you that you have inflicted on me, our families, and Andrea's friends, Hutchinson told Melgoza. The magnitude is unimaginable. And, I mean, once again, everything that these people are saying is very true. Like, if you're driving intoxicated, you are seriously putting so many people's, you know, lives at risk. And I know, you know, on this channel, sometimes they do the based actor. I'm like, oh, drunk driving? Based? Wait, are you actually based like that? But it's really not based. It's actually a sign that you're a reckless human being, if not potentially a horrible one, considering what can happen. And in this case, Stephanie Melgoza of Farmington, you know, she ended up getting 14 years for these actions. And I think it's really important to take into consideration the fact of how dangerous being on the road is. You know, you see videos of people cutting up in traffic and think it's all fun, and that's cool. But if you're not experienced at that and you don't know what you're doing, I mean, first of all, you could get pulled over, which, you know, it happens. But you could also cause a seriously bad accident that could kill multiple people and end their lives. And then you go to jail for 14 years. That was not even the maximum penalty. The maximum would be 28, which is 30 years, you know. I mean, this woman is, I mean, she looks relatively young. I mean, she, you know, apparently she was going to college. So, yeah, okay, she's 24. So she's going to be in jail, probably. I mean, maybe she'll get a few years off with good behavior, but she's at least going to be in jail probably until she's like 34. If not, you know, she'll serve out the entire sentence. She'll be 38 when she gets out, which means that, you know, her prime years of childbearing will be over. The entire trajectory of her life is completely fucked up, and it's because she was reckless. She decided to drink, she decided to get in the car, and that ruined 2 people's lives and her own. Not only that, but it also, greatly affected a lot of other people involved. So I'm gonna get off the soapbox and stop morally posturing, obviously, as the, not even 21-year-old who can't even legally drink. But, situations like this, it does make me think about the responsibility you hold when you're driving, and the importance of, keeping a level head, the importance of making sure you're only driving when you should be, not getting into a car when you're intoxicated, and making sure you're paying attention on the road, because if you don't, then it can end in a terrible, terrible situation like this, where 2 people die, you go to jail for almost 15 years, then you get owned on Twitter by the Human Nature account, you get absolutely fucking destroyed, 72,000 likes, easily the worst punishment of all. But yeah, that's about going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, leave a comment down below with your thoughts on everything, and also follow my Instagram, TomButDark. Join the Discord, discord.gg/turkeytom. See y'all later. Bye.